Hey, church family, Pastor Wes here. Wanted to share a quick video update about a suite of tools that are being made available to our church through a technology called Bless Every Home. It's really a web-based tracking technology that helps you keep track of your neighbors by name and how to pray for them every day. And when you go beyond praying for them and actually introduce yourself and begin to develop a relationship with them, you can track your progress in that. And even if you lead someone to the Lord or begin to disciple them, you can track that as well. What I think is so fascinating and encouraging about this software is it doesn't just allow you to do that individually, but it actually allows us corporately as a church to do that together. And so not only will you see your evangelistic activity, but also everyone else in our church as well. And I think it's a wonderful way for us to partner together in making Jesus known wherever we go, as we talk about in our core values, or as we have been talking about in our core values. So I wanted to show you this technology. I've got our website pulled up here right now. This website, if you go to broadview.church/bless, built this website to kind of give you a bird's eye view of what it's all about. And you can click on Become a Light right here or Join, whichever one. You can already see we have 6 lights signed up with our church. I'm going to click on that, and I'm already logged in, but say you weren't logged in, you would basically create an account. And after you create that account, it should automatically list Broadview Baptist Church as your church if you use that link from Broadview's website. If not, then you can search the church and choose Broadview as your church. But as you see, when you get logged in, you've got a daily prayer. You can use this. You don't have to. You can pray your own prayer, obviously. But this is from 2 Thessalonians chapter 1. And I've got my neighbors up here. Jessica Brown, who lives right next door to me. Diane and Joe Garza, who live on the corner. And so on and so forth. Some of these I've already prayed for. So you can see I've already prayed my 5 prayers for today. It'll share how many people you've shared Christ with, how many disciples you've made, how many points of contact. They call that caring, just knocking on the door. How you doing? Here's some cookies. How you left your water on, whatever. And I've got 40 adopted homes. You can adopt as many homes as you want in your neighborhood, or you can just take what they assign you. Come over here to the prayer map. These are all the homes that I have taken responsibility for. And every day it gives me a new set of 5. So today I'm praying for these 5, and tomorrow I'll pray for these 5, and the day after that, next 5, and so on and so forth. If you zoom out, theoretically, when all of our folks get signed up, you'll be able to see all throughout the city of Abilene Broadview people who have signed up to be a light and are praying for their community as well. You can click on this button and add new homes. So let's say I went door to door one Saturday with some Broadview people, and I wanted to add some homes to our roster. I'd just click on these add buttons and add them in. And then I would be taking responsibility to pray for those homes as well. I think it's a really neat technology. They basically curate publicly sourced information, whether it's a central appraisal district or census information. And that's a little bit kind of freaky, actually. Feels like an invasion of privacy. But that data is public, whether you like it or not. This is just a way to leverage it for the gospel and sharing our faith. You can develop a prayer list. Once you pray for people by name, you can put your notes in, and maybe you go and meet your neighbors and say, hey, how can I pray for you? And you put that in the notes and start keeping track of these individuals. And they're not just a house on your street. They're people with a name and a story that you're invested in, and you're allowing the Lord to use you to share Christ with them. You can download this. For those who are in our church that don't really want to do the technology or the computer stuff or download the app, you can still sign up and give us your address, and we will put you in our system. And then we'll download a list of your neighbors, and you can pray for them by name, and you can check it off on your little paper. And then you can let us know who you've been praying for, how often you've been praying for them, who you cared for, discipled, so on and so forth, with the little PDF that we have that you can download. The train and grow section is just some videos and teachings, articles on how to share the gospel. These are solid, great content. And then, of course, on your settings, you can tweak some of the how often you get reminded and when new movers come in and so on and so forth. So I hope you will consider at least signing up and play around in it and see what you think. I really think it's an awesome way for us to, number one, continue growing in our culture of prayer that we're building in our church. There's no better thing for you to do in your prayer time than to leverage it for praying for the lost. I think God answers prayers we pray for lost people. And some of your neighbors may be lost, and this is a way for you to pray for them and get to know them and find out and allow the Lord to use that process. It's also a way we can do this corporately. So we're not just individually doing this on our own, but we're partnering together and we get to see how we're having an impact when we're scattered throughout the week. I think that's so awesome. So please sign up or fill out your name. If you don't want to do the computer version, just fill out your name and tell the church office, and we'll get your information put in and your list gotten to you. And then we will use this spring to get to know our neighbors and share the gospel and see what the Lord does through it. I can't wait to see what happens. Thanks for listening.